Alright, welcome back to episode 15 of Satisfactory. Okay, so first thing we want to do is we want to get this alternative fluid transport finished. I did grab enough motors so we could get that done. And let's see, which one do we want to do next? Let's kick that off. Select. So we're not worrying about that, not worrying about that. We could do the gas mask, but I'm really thinking that we want to start getting our fuel generators, even though we don't need them immediate. Well, what else we got? Actually, let's finish this because then we get inventory slots out of it. I'll have to go down and get some of the stuff. We will be able to make the jet fuel now. So anyway, as stated before, we were going to work on our first storage building. I've been busy. I set up the tracks. I've actually built the building once and I tore it down, and it's sitting there waiting for us to put it back up. I didn't want to, just run over there and say, hey, this is what we're doing and call it good, type of thing, So I thought, why not tear it down and then we can rebuild it into its spot. As you can see, our train kind of grew. I've been hauling a lot of extra stuff with me, so that I don't have to. We will end up with more of a train down the road. We do plan on double tracking everything. I was going to space them out, and then I was looking at it, and there's enough space there for both trains to pass through. I'm guessing it's probably going to take me that way. Yep, okay. I didn't really change anything from before when I come in. Now, we may change some of this to be single track, at certain spots. I want to go forward just a little bit so it's out of the way. Alright, so it's just that way I can see the end of the track easier when I go to put in the station. Right. So I've got all the parts for the stations in here. Now, this is probably the only station that has to do with stone that's going to be, useful for that type of thing, I guess is what you'd say. Okay, I don't know why I needed to pull two of them out of there, but okay. Because it is a receiving station, it's going to be receiving stone from a whole bunch of stone areas. It's going to be a little different than the rest of them, because the rest of them that we're going to put in throughout the next couple of weeks. Okay, so I got to make sure I get this correct, because I have gotten it wrong before, and of course it's set in the wrong direction already, I think. I don't know why I did that. Okay, so then we're going to put in our 4 freight transports here. So, actually these need to be changed. I got them backwards, sorry. Well, actually, only the first one's backwards. We'll see if this will let me get away with it. Sometimes it will, sometimes it don't. Okay. Okay, so this one's probably going to flash. I need to probably change it. This is our regular block signal. Sometimes I get a little over the line or something. This path signal, which path signal means every track within the, that's protected by the path has to be open, or it won't let the train go in. Um, this one here, I believe that's a, yeah, it's a path as well. You know, but that's just going in that way, so that just means this one here really has to be open because it's going that way. And then this one and this one are blocked. That one's flashing because there's no lights up that way, because it doesn't have any next lights. This is a block here as well. And then we've got a block here going into the storage area. And this is pretty much, you know, a track that can be used, you know, to store trains. Now, should we have too many trains coming in here and we're getting trains, you know, backing up the line out here, we can, you know, come over here, cut it a little bit shorter, you know, come out to here, some, you know, halfway out and on the curve, put in the block, and then our blocks all the way back into here to allow the trains to come in and, you know, queue up. But right now we don't really need it. We're only going to have like 2 trains. There's going to be one way up there and one way over there past actually where our oil is, so it's a ways out. And if I remember correctly, this is a block here. It's a path, yeah, that's a path. That's a normal block. Let's see if I remember correctly, this is a normal block as well, or maybe that's a path. That's a path because we need to be able to go through the system. I'm not sure on that one. That's one of them where I have the question. But that comes up to this block, and that's a path there going up to that block, which is flashing because there's no further lights to go out beyond. Alright, so that's how that whole system's gonna work. Now there's probably a critter down here. I can hear it making noise somewhere. I don't know where it's at, and I don't really care. Originally this was only, the floor was right here. But because I want to be able to put stuff in here decently, you know, you can see the floor right up there where it's going out. So we're going to stay at the 3 level, and I'll show you why. Oh shoot, I forgot to do something up top. Give me 2 seconds here. Now, the way I do some stuff might be a little different. You might not like the way I do it, and that's okay. I just, you know, we don't need that there anymore. It used to be a ceiling hanger. I don't know why it's up there in the first place. Now, I know everybody uses these floor holes, so, you know, it's no big deal as far as that. But what I like to do, and we'll do this up later. Right now I want to get the, you know, the basic job done. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna put a floor hole here. And then we're going to go down to this end. Now, since there's, you know, 2 inputs on every train station, I've thought, you know, why not speed up the system? So what more or less is going to happen when we go to do this is there's going to be one going that way and one coming back this way. One will be on the top, one will be on the bottom. And we'll just, you know, merge out from each one of these. So we'll have our boxes down below, and they'll kind of weave in and out, type of thing. I'll show you what I'm talking about when I get down there. Now that I can see one of the boxes. You know what? Actually, before we go down, I don't want to do this really, but I was thinking before, and I wasn't thinking properly here. We might have to move this one. Well, actually. Now I think we do need to move these. I'm sorry. I want these out at the edge of my area. Let's go down. I think this one's pretty close, but I want them. The reason I want them out there is so that we got enough room underneath for storage. You know, this the thing is, I go and I plan this whole idea out, and then as soon as I get it started, I'm like, oh no, I need to change that. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I guess it's in logistics, we want the conveyor mergers. And why am I not getting my line? Sometimes you get a line, you know, coming out, but I think that one is correct. There it is, okay. If it's not, we'll just have to change it, I guess, but, why does that, okay, that one's in the middle of the, and there'll be one more here. And then, for me, the easy way of doing this is we go like this, and then we remove the center one. We'll have to check that, that front one when we get up there. I'm pretty sure I'm correct. Is it not? Nope, it is wrong. Okay, that's fine. Like I said, I'm only human. Oh, okay, I see what I did. Actually, we need to change these. Just the top ones. Because our top ones actually need to go that way. You don't even want to know how many times I built this and then come back and had to go and rebuild the whole thing 100 times because I made some stupid mistake. And this we may have to move it all the way out here. I don't know. We'll see if this is going to work or not. Looks like it'll work. This is probably how a lot of our buildings are going to look, or I mean, the receiving side of the building is going to look. I mean, the sending will probably be fairly simple, or you know, the shipping side. Let's put it that way. Okay, so this one here is pointing this way, obviously. So we're going to go over here. And we're going to use MK3s for this. Now, the more interesting one. Now, I haven't completely thought this out how I want to do it. Let's see, so we need... That needs to be at that level. Actually, this one needs to be changed. That's the... Did I mess up on the other end too? We'll have to go check the one on the other end because I'm not sure if the arrows are facing the right way or not. Okay, so if we go like this, will allow me to go in? No, it will not. Okay. I thought I might have screwed that up and did it the wrong way. Now it's on the input. Okay. Of course, I got the wrong belt because I want the fast belt. No, I'm not positive. I've got two different ideas for the underside. When we get down there, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now, the reasons these purple markers are here is to tell me the edges, you know, so I can figure out where they were down below. Because as you've seen, I built a huge platform down there. Now, what we can do is we can run our storages this way, or we can run our storages that way and kind of connect them, because there should be close to, I mean, there's obviously lots of room, but we can do them differently however we want to do them. So, because now this may be, I'm not sure if this is correct or not. I think I might need one more space, but if you go out here, there's another purple. This will be the shipping side over here. In fact, let's make sure all these machines are on receiving, because I got a bad habit of forgetting to set them right away. That'll be unload. I mean, I would personally like them to say shipping or receiving, but you know, that's just me. I worked in warehouses for years before I did truck driving, you know, so shipping and receiving is kind of burnt into my my brain, and I think, you know, shipping and receiving makes more sense than other things do, but I'm assuming for the average person it might not. You know, people that, you know, never worked in shipping or receiving or transport might not, you know, think that way, and that's cool, you know, it's fine. Alright, so where that wall is there is close to where we need to be, and I think we probably need to add another row in here. All we're doing is one row. No, we're good actually. So that is right there. Now there is one down there, and you know, we're gonna have to change that when we come down to put it into a new space. We're gonna have to change it. But what we're gonna do, I think we can get, if I remember correctly, it's 4. I never did put any in here, so. But I have built my storage system like this many times. Maybe 5, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's 5. Because you got the train parking. So, okay, what we're gonna do is, did I do this right? Yeah, this is gonna come down this way. Now, this is where everything changes. Yeah, I think this works, if I remember correctly. We're still going to use, we're going to line up with, you know, with both sides. I mean, I guess what we could do is go down here and do it from this end. That way it looks more correct to me when I do it, when I build it. I'll try not to fall off the edge if I can help it. And that's a story for another day. Right. Okay. So now we can do this one of 2 ways, and both ways work well. I've used both. Should grab some plates too. Now, while we're here, let's go ahead and hook this one up, because I know that'll be right. So once we get whoops, where is it? There we are. You know what, for right now, let's just go ahead and change that to 3. That way that'll be our basic one we're using. If we need to use level 1s, we'll swap it out. Now, right now, this is going to, until we get going, it's going to be overkill. So all we're going to do is get these 2 done and call it for the, you know, for the day type of thing. But once we need more, we've got all 5 of those lines underneath, plus the next 5 underneath the shipping station. So we can have up to 10 rows of stuff for here, you know. Now when we go to other places, I mean, it's just storage, you know, so let's grab that and that. Oops, that's not enough. Let's go ahead and put them in there, and then we'll grab that. I want one of these just in case we need to put a floor panel in or something. And yeah, I know I could cut a hole in the floor and drop down, so, but I like doing stuff the hard way. Excuse me. I mean, now I could have these stacked, you know, and, you know, being loading tons and tons of stuff into them. But I just don't see a reason why. But when we do these things, we're always, I mean, even if you look at this, I mean, it wouldn't work, obviously, because of the way, but, I mean, we could actually put a second row in there, but I thought since we're going to have all this space all the way out there, why should we do, you know, double heights? Now, if we do need them later on in the thing, we'll put them in, you know, it's not that big of a deal. So what we're going to do is we'll start filling these. So this is going to be our stone. It's only going to accept, you know, we're only going to bring stone in here. In fact, if I remember correctly, I can actually set it to only accept stone. I have to look how to do it if I remember correctly, but I think there is a way to do that. We need to get some other stuff here so I can do other things, but like right here, I don't have it yet, but I plan on putting the big billboard sign right here and have it, you know, have the picture of the stone and say stone. But for the moment, we're gonna have to leave it the way it is because we don't have that. Probably over here, and I'm not positive that we can do it. We might have to change things up a little bit to do it, but we're gonna put our coal in there since this coal's here. There is another coal. I think it's not that butte, but it's the next one. Oh, you know, there's another one further out there that it connects up to, if I remember correctly. God, it feels good to not be rushed. I'm wanting to get so much done in one shot. And since like all this iron is here, there's 3 things of iron over here, and I think there's 2 over here somewhere. I mean, if we go like, where's iron? Either, yeah, there's, you know, 2 over here, 2 over here, plus there's 1, you know, 400 and some out there, but, so we're definitely going to, well, that's right, we're too full, we don't have any room for the nuts, that's why I wouldn't pick them up. Okay. But, this was definitely, you know, what I wanted to do. Now, pretty much, unless we're up to the I'm gonna go up here to the corners and explain how I've got it set up. You know, so if you guys disagree with me, feel free to disagree with me. You know, in fact, I don't think I actually have all of the turns and stuff in. But, because, some of these are paths, some are, let's see what it, now this one here is a path because it can go that way and go that way, or it could go straight, which, why is that not hooked up? This is a 4-way double intersection, so it's kind of a goofy system, but I think I got it correct. Now this one here, I don't know if we got everything hooked up. This is a path as well, because, you know, we got 3 different sections, and more or less, I mean, I could be wrong on how I'm explaining this, but this path, that path, that path, and this path kind of create this whole thing is one block. So if there's anything in this block, anything in the block before the signal there, anything in that block, or anything in this block, which it doesn't exist at the moment, it won't let it go through. But that's more or less, you know, what I have going on, and I think I've got, am I missing? I don't think I'm missing any. There might be, let's see, that one's there. This one should have, yeah, there should be one that, oh no, there it is, right there, it goes right there. So, yeah, so there's, you know, more or less that same crisscross type pattern here, each direction. That's coming out, okay, yeah, so we do have the actual same patterns. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that should let it go, and from what I've seen with the lights, they are working, so I don't have a second train out here to cause, you know, to cause any trouble right now, but when we've got the work train out here doing stuff, and the ore train is coming in, yeah, we're gonna have some kind of like difference of opinion or whatever you want to call it with the trains. But I will appreciate your input, positive or negative, on the way I'm running my intersection. And I believe I already explained this one, that that's a path, and that's a path to control, you know, this little T intersection. So, we did get that all set up down there. Like I said, the top one going this way will only have the second row for right now, which could block things up, but the way the game works, it should split everything more or less 50-50. Should. Not saying it does, but, you know. So now, was there a way, I forget, I swear there was a way to set this, maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, I thought there was a way to, maybe if we go up to the main station, I thought there was a way to set this, but we should change this, you know. You know, I'm sure these are people that supported the game in the beginning, you know, that donated money to help keep these guys afloat while they were writing the game. But we'll just call this stone storage unloading. And if we don't have enough, yeah, if we have that, we'll just go UL for unloading. But that definitely works. I want to get this kind of set up so that we can go back to doing our normal work with the train, you know, and you know, as you can see, we're going to need to go back down, get plastic, and actually we got a ton of plastic in here, so I want that, that. I'll grab all three of these. But yeah, that'll actually, we can go ahead and put that that in the machine, up, you know, up in our main machine or whatever you want to call it. And like I said, I think what we're going to do now is we're going to head down to jet fuel and fix that. Now, right now, because the way the system is set up, we're going to have to kind of back down to it, I think. Let's see, if we go that way temporarily. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I want to back down the track. No, don't go that way. I don't know why I just didn't back out of here. Come on, let's go. These brakes, I tell you. These trains need some better brakes. Yeah. I guess I'm popular today. Probably said something stupid on Facebook again, as usual. Now, this would not happen. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What am I doing? Okay, we'll just back around. Heck with this. I forgot to set that, you know, so we're going to have some, you know, the game's going to have a different opinion than I do right now. So we're going to see if we can, so I can see which one needs to be, come on. No, you darn thing. Quit sending me around in a circle. I'm trying to get over there and then change the thing so that I can back out the way I want to go, and it's like, it's just one of those days. We'll see if we actually get over there. Now, once I get when I get like this line going and stuff, it'll change and it'll be a lot different. But I should be able to, yeah, see that one right there is, let's see, if I go, I think I gotta be past it. Let's actually go like this. Oh wait, we need to be further forward with the train, don't we? We're just gonna go over and fix it, you know, these three-way intersections seem to be a little bit hard to auto switch if you're trying to run the train at the same time. So now I think that should, I don't think it'll, oh, there we go, that's what I needed. It's been a while since I've had to do this. Usually I just say, okay, I want to go to this one, and I set my train to go to that location. Okay, so I don't think we're gonna get down there today. I think, oh shoot, I'm on the wrong track anyway. But we'll I'll put this all together. I'll get the track actually put together for this so that we can get down here. I could probably set up some of this track right now. It's just we're already at 30 minutes, and but what I think I'm gonna do is for next time, I'll get these tracks set up so they're ready to go. We're just gonna run this one out until we're at the end of this part. Now this system right here, because we're going into a single track system up here, is just going to be, that track's going to go that way, that track's going to go that way for now. I'll change that later, you know, it'll work for now because we really don't need nothing fancy. But I am probably going to work on getting the double lane track going, and we'll get that out there so we can just say, hey, we want to go to oil, take me to oil. And, you know, it should work. Because I'm hoping to, next time we're going to set up the jetpack fuel next time, which is just a matter of putting one machine in there. I'm just going to kind of head down towards the base here so that when we're done, we're close to where we need to be. And the train's just fine where it's at. Actually, we could go, we don't need the track in right now, but if I can get the base in for the track, then I don't have to work so hard. Not that it's really work, you know, it's just, it's more fun than anything. But what I'm hoping to have is by the end of next episode, I want to have one train running from our huge system down at the other end and bringing us whatever we need from down there, and just kind of, you know, go from that point. I want this stone up here be getting filled and picking up a bunch of stone down there, because I'll show you next time when we're ready to do it, but we're gonna have probably, if I remember right, somewhere in the neighborhood of 9 or 10 miners down there. There's 6 normals and I think 4 maybe even 5 piers, and then there's one other that, you know, if we hook it up, we hook it up. It doesn't matter right away, you know. And even like down where you can see, if you look out here, you can see the gold, or the, yeah, I'm just gonna call it gold. You can see the gold miner over there. There, just on the next island, there's 2 stone ones out there that we could pick up. But what I think we're gonna do is we're gonna bring them overland and then drop below the level we're on and hang them across the ceiling and let them go out, you know. But that's just kind of the gist of what I plan on doing for now. So I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, follow, ring the notification bell, and we'll see you guys next time. And if you do have any comments, please feel free. You know, if you think my lights are not proper or need a little bit of tweaking, feel free to let me know, point me towards a video that shows me what I'm doing wrong, or, you know, try to explain it yourself. I mean, sometimes I can be a little thick-headed, so you know, I hope you got patience. But I will see you guys next time.